Let's do it! My name's D7 here, Grok Trade, and welcome. This is the year-end edition. Love it, love it, love it. This is good through Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018. Happy New Year to everybody out there. We end 2017 on a bearish note. Everybody in bearish territory. Everybody in bearish territory. But crude oil higher. Gold higher by quite a bit, 0.7%. Silver up the same. VIX, fear increasing by over 8%. Bitcoin, oh, it is right now, the time of this video is Saturday. Bitcoin is down December 30th, Saturday, December 30th, midday. And Bitcoin is down 9%. We're just above 13,000 at this point. GBTC is up 4% over 2,000. Okay. This is let's get right into action here. Okay, here's what's going on. This is what's going on. The Dow was up 25.1%, 25.1% for the year. NASDAQ up 28.2%. It was up the most out of all major indexes. The S&P 500 up 19.4, Russell's up 13.1. But if you come over here to the ETFs, which I like to look at because it gives us volume 2, the Diamond's up 28.11%. The Q's up 28.24%, leading the charge. So NASDAQ, the techs were very, very strong in 2017. Spiders up 21.8%, and the Russell's up 14.65%. I want to draw your attention to something here. If you look, usually you can group together the Dow and S&P. The Dow and S&P. Those tend to be grouped together. If you look here, the Dow did better than the S&P. The Dow's up 25, the S&P's up 19. Over here, the Diamonds was up 28, the Spiders up 21. As far as market rotation is concerned, the S&P shows a more true picture. So in other words, it shows that if the S&P was matching the Dow, that would show that the Dow was showing true numbers. What I'm saying here is the Dow is showing untrue numbers. It's more bullish than what it should be. The S&P 500 tends to be the one that is the best barometer out there. So watch that. So it's lagging. The S&P is lagging the Dow. Furthermore, which is more alarming to me, is this. The Russell 2000 is small caps. Usually in a big bull market, you're going to see at the beginning of a bull market, small caps get they'll catch fire quickly. They'll boom, they'll take off. However, at the end of a bull run, you'll see them they're the first one. Small caps, Russell's 2000 is the first to drop. They'll be the first to leave the train yard, okay? And if the ship starts to burn, the small caps are jumping off board first. All right, now, it was only up 13%. If you look over here on the ETFs, only up 14%. Half of what we saw the Dow doing, okay? So it's lagging, lagging, lagging. Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that we're topping out yet, but I'm going to show you some very clear things to be watching for that I think you'll find of interest. So let me give you some information. The markets has had its biggest year that it's had in 4 years, which is the second biggest ever in history. That is huge. We have seen a monster bull run. We've been up 8.5 years. 8.5 years, guys. That's a long, long time. If you look at a traditional bull market, it's usually 5 years. But if you go back the last 20 years, our bull market's been lasting around 7 years. We are 8.5 years into this bull market right now. GDP keeps going higher. The markets, right now, consumer confidence is at a 17-year high. That is huge. That's just big, 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 big. Analysts are predicting 2018 to be bullish again because of the tax overhaul that President Donald Trump has put into motion here. But again, I said the GDP is rising. Everything is all systems go. But as a technician, I see some things that's telling me that, whoa, don't get overly too bullish in the markets going into 2018. And let's talk about that. Oh, let me give you another fact here. Studies show that only 18.7% of all people are in the stock market actually own stocks. Not 2 people out of 10, not even 2 people out of 10 in the United States, here in America, own physical stock. However, 50% of people, right around 50%, have an IRA or a 401k. I'm not talking about having investments. I'm talking about owning physical stock. Only 18.7%. That comes from Pew Research. That's just unbelievable. You guys have a financial obligation to protect your money and to make sure that you're investing it wisely. It's for you, for yourself, for your family, and for your family's family. You've got to be responsibly investing in the markets. Guys, just do it. Don't do it recklessly. Don't go into it without getting education, without having all your ducks in a row. You have to do that. Man, so anyway, my point here, I want to drive this home. You can't blindly take your money and just start buying stocks and hope for the best, because I'm telling you, after an 8.5-year bull run, you've missed it. You've missed being able to be uneducated, to be ignorant in the markets, and to make money. That's coming to an end. The question is, how do you make money when you start to base and chop sideways, when you get violent moves up and down, or if you start to get a significant sell-off in the markets? How do you navigate those treacherous waters? What do you do? And education is what you need. The right education, it's all easy for you. You'll know exactly what to do and when to do it. It's easy peasy. Okay, so there it is. We had some killer results, guys. Before I get into the charts, killer results. I'm going to go to Mark the Meerkat right now. Let me prep it here. Mark the Meerkat is our primo mentor. He's our mentor. He does our mentoring programs, and you can learn from him if you want to. He'd be happy to help you. But he also runs our day trading chat room. He's a product of our system. He came through our system. He went through our education, and now he's full-time day trader. That's what he does, and he runs our day trading chat room. And I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go over to Mark, and I want you to see his results.
So let's first talk about our average days we traded throughout the year. 4.37 days per week is what we traded. And of course, part of those are holidays, part of those are vacation. So I didn't, that's why it wasn't 5 days a week. And then we've got an average weekly return on risk of 50.3%. In our model portfolio, we recommend investing $10,000 per lot size, and that would be and then 1% for each 1% would be $100. So that is about a $5,300 gain per week on average throughout the year. And then our cumulative here on each day that I actually traded was 11.5% for every actual day I traded, not just for the cumulative week, and that's my cumulative for the entire year. Now, let's go back. Let's go over here to our success rates. And so we had 1,739 income trades, and out of the total trades that I have of 2,654 trades, this is just day trades, that was 65.5%, and we have a 60% success rate. So great on the success rate, great on the return. And one I have blacked out here, I actually have blacked out here my actual return for the year, because my lot size is none of your business, and your lot size is none of mine, nor is your account size. So if you'd like to join the day trading chat room, you can just go to groktrade.com, groktrade.com, go up here to day trading chat room. You can start with us right at the first of the year here.
That is incredibly impressive. Don't let those numbers be lost on you. We teach in our mentorship that we want to have a win-loss ratio of 60%. He has done 65.5. Now, these aren't just numbers he's sharing with you out of the blue at the end of the year. Let me show you how this works in the day trading chat room. If you were in that chat room, we he'll call out a trade. Let's say it's Apple. Okay, we're going to buy Apple. I'm looking to buy Apple. And by the way, we are educators. We are not financial advisors. We can't tell you what to buy and what not to buy. He just discloses what he's doing, okay? Just for clarity there. What he does is he'll say, I'm looking to buy Apple right now, and he'll say it audibly. So everybody on there hears that he says buying Apple now, and then he types it in at the price. He'll say, here's the price. And then once he types it in, the price, he also has a sheet. It's like a little spreadsheet he keeps on the screen for everybody to see that says Apple at this price. So you hear it, you see it in the chat, and it's permanently there for everybody to see for the day. So everybody, you can keep your own records on what we do and how we do it as far as performance is concerned. But we try to stay way above board here. It's all about staying above all levels of reproach. So that's why we give so much detail. We don't get into our personal accounts. You don't know what my account size is. I don't know what yours is. That's how we want it, okay? Because we're not financial advisors. We're not that. We're educators only. But we're traders first, educators second. So let me get that straight. We do trade a significant amount of money in the markets, and I'll speak for myself on a day-to-day basis. Now, for him, he hit 11.5% increase each day on average in the markets. Now, I got to be careful there. It's not 11.5% increase of your portfolio. It's how much you risk. So if you put $10,000 at risk on that trade, you take whatever percentage gain based off of whatever you put at risk. Okay, that's how we measure it, because that's a true measurement of gain or loss. And and he 61.5% success rate. That's really, really good on those trades. And you need to at least have $25,000 to day trade on a regular basis here in the U.S. or to trade. And if you were risking $10,000 on 3 or 4 trades a day, let's say you had $30,000 in your account and you were trading 1 to 2 trades each day. So you would be at a $10,000 lot size that you'd put in. With these numbers, you're making over $5,000 per week. Okay, so it's significant. But you can learn this. You don't have to day trade. The same techniques are used in what's called swing trading, where you hold a trade just a couple days to a couple weeks, or if you want to hold them for months. We teach all that in a mentorship class. So best thing to do is go to groktrade.com. If you go to groktrade.com, and it's right up here, that will show you how to get started on the mentorship program. We can teach you that stuff. Now, let's get into some of these. Oh, and before I do, if you go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com, take one of these free webinars that'll help you out. Okay, let's get into some charts. Let's get into some charts here. Okay. I want to look at the weekly charts. Here's the weekly chart on the S&P Spider. We're up, 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 up. And the question is, are we topping out right now? Here's the diamonds. We're up, 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 but we're kind of hanging up here, okay? The NASDAQ weekly chart, we actually dropped. I didn't put a sell on this yet. This is the weekly chart on the NASDAQ, the Qs. I didn't put it yet because we're still above moving averages in this trend line, but if it breaks that, I'm putting a sell on it. So be watching this. Tech is showing weakness compared to what we're seeing in the spiders and diamonds. Russells, you go here. Whoa, it gave us a close. Look at that. We did get a close on the weekly chart. Wow, on the weekly chart, over that trend line. Do I want to put a sell on that? I might be a little early. I'm not going to put a sell on this yet because it's a minor trend line. I'm going to give it another week to find out if I want to put a sell on this. But this is what I'm telling you. We're seeing topping. We're seeing topping formations here, okay? And you got to be really careful with that. Let's see small caps, Russells. This is a different ballgame. Russell's building a high base. That's bullish. If that breaks out, this is telling me that Russell's or this is financials rather. Financials. The Russells was showing weakness. Russells is showing weakness. The Russells could get a a sell call. But financials building a high base. Financials look like they could rally yet again. US dollar weekly took another huge hit, but we're at a support level here. I'm actually going to look at this. Need to have another line here. Here going to there. Yeah, so that's interesting. So that's interesting. And then crude oil, again, this is the weekly. Crude oil's going higher. We put a sell on it last week. We were going higher, crude oil, and you can see it at the gas pumps. Man, gas has gotten expensive. Gold, weekly. I have to put a buy on this because it broke through resistance big time. So there's my buy on gold. I already wait a second. I already have a buy on it. See, I had buy here. So I got buy on that. I'm good with that buy. Okay. Silver, let's go there. I put a buy on it 2 weeks ago. But look how we went above the trend line. We came right back down, closing at the trend line and the 20-day moving average, 20-week moving average. This is an area of major resistance. Can it blast through? The gold did, but will silver? Be watching that on the weekly chart. VIX weekly chart is up, up, up. I already have a buy on it, and it's going higher. Watch that. Bitcoin weekly chart. I got a buy on it, up, 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 up. I'm not willing to put a sell on it yet. But right now, it's under a lot of pressure. But that's where we're at on Bitcoin. GBTC weekly. Again, it's a Bitcoin thing. I'm still good with my buy call on that. Now, what I want to do is get into the monthly charts. This is important, okay? The monthly charts here on the spider is a big one. Look at this. The spiders. If I pull in some data here, okay, this goes back to 2009, okay? 2009, we've just been up, 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 and away. So if you're just looking at this chart, just look at it pragmatically. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And what should come next? Just look at it logically. What should happen next? Look at the run that we had. This was a huge bull run here, and it finally broke down a little bit. Huge bull run, second biggest in history. And right here, just a monster bull run, or this huge bull run. This whole big one we're in been second biggest in history. But check this out. This has been a significant run to the upside, multiple months in a row with no significant pullback, and we're right at major resistance. Right at major resistance. We tried to bust over it, but sellers came in and drove it right back down for the month of December, wrapping up 2017 at resistance. That is a major warning sign to me, and it should be to you too. Diamonds, take a look at that. Diamonds just up and away. Diamonds had a great year, okay? Just up and away. NASDAQ also had a great time. Up and away. But look at the upper shadow here. Do you see this? Look at the upper shadow. That upper shadow shows a ton of selling taking place for the month, to close out the month. A lot of selling. Small caps. The small caps actually gave us a red candlestick. Red. We have a higher high, higher low, but it's red. A lot of selling taking place to end out the year here. That's a warning sign. Financials. Up, but you do have upper shadows here. Be careful with those. US dollar. I put a sell on it for the month. The month finally has a sell on it. That's in trouble, gang. The US dollar is in big time trouble. I'm telling you, it's partly due to Bitcoin, partly due to cryptocurrency. You may not know anything about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin yet. It is coming. It is our future. That's what's happening. I'll keep you informed. I'll show you what I'm doing. I want you guys to, it's a gravy train. I'm making money in cryptocurrency. It's something we all should be partaking in. I got a link in the descriptions that for my Bitcoin stuff if you want to look at that. Crude oil monthly is up. Gold monthly I have a buy on it, up, up, up. The buy, we came down, touched this trend line, went right back. Gold is still a buy on the monthly. Silver is down, 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 but we went down and came right back up. Silver is still a buy. VIX monthly, I put a buy on the fear. Fear has a buy. Bitcoin up, 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 a ton of, I mean, we got up near 20,000 and really dropped hard. We're at this very moment right at 13,000. So it's a pullback. That's an exponential move to the upside. Expect a lot of turbulence. That's where we're at. Now let me show you something. This is, I'm going to go to something that called FinViz. FinViz. If we go there, FinViz, if you go to groups right here at the top, I want to go down here to the 1 year performance. Technology had the best as far as sector rotation is concerned. We were up 26% in technologies. Basic materials did the worst, down nearly 19%. Services also down more than 15%. But industrial goods was up 21%. Financials were very, very strong for the year, 19.4%. Now, what I care about is financials. Where do financials, what are they doing? Right now we're at, for the year, 19.4. But what's happening for the 6 months? If you look here, it was up 11%. 3 months financials up 5.7, but it's dropping lower on the list. You see this? If you go to 1 month financials, it's, you know, it's still hanging in there. It's right in the middle of the list here. If you go to 1 week, financials now are in red, okay? So now we have a red for the week. And if you look here for the day, the last day, it was definitely in the red. But is this the chink in the armor? Are we seeing financials starting to show weakness? Because the markets are only as strong as the financials. If the financials go, look for the markets to follow. That could happen. But overall, the markets are rock solid. The tax reform's doing great. And I'm telling you guys, you've got to get in with us. Do not be an uneducated trader. Don't think that all the money you've made, you've gotten lucky with it if you haven't been properly managing it. I'm just telling you what the facts are. You want to make sure that you go to Grok Trade. And I'm urging you. It's so important. We change lives. You should see. We have somebody in our somebody that's in our chat room right now said she quit her full-time job. She worked at she worked for the Postal Service, quit because of the money that she's making just in her day trading. Now, I highly recommend that before you just jump into day trading, you get properly educated first. That's where we can help you. Okay, this is what you do. Click there, go to Trading Mentor. Let's talk about what that means and how we can be a mentor for you for life. We'll help you be a rockstar trader. But anyway, guys, here's the deal. I want to just wish all of you a safe, and happy new year. Happy new year to each and every one of you guys. Share the video if you like it. Like it if you like it. Take care, and we'll catch up with you later.